back here at Stabler Arena. Shel Siegel along with Larry Sheridan and Marvin Walenzik bringing you Lehigh Edinboro Wrestling. The final two coming up. Matt Ruppel of Lehigh looking to win his 18th of the season. Rodney Wright, freshman from Fredonia, Pennsylvania, 11-16-2. And a victory here by Ruppel will give him an 18-3-1 freshman year record.
I'm going to tell you that if they're all like him at the Great Falls, Helena, and Bozeman, it's because the water's better.
Well, Rod wrestled at Lakeview for AA, Shell, and here's the record from last year. He beat Ty Williams in the finals 10-4. It was the second time he won the state championships, wrestling for Max Bath at Lakeview. We'll get together with Bill Keene from WLYC again next year. I mean, at the PIAA tournament. We're looking forward to being with Bill.
Wright now comes in on that right leg. Several bouts this year. Ruppel has gone down a couple of points in the beginning. He seems to pace himself and is a good third period wrestler. Excellent third period wrestler.
That'll be a stalemate of sorts.
Stalemate, neutral.
At this point in time, Ruppel's the only ranked wrestler on the wrestling team, ranked 11th at the 190-pound class. Pretty nice honor for a freshman to be up there with the big boys.
He's already beaten a few of the big boys.
Ruppel was termed by Coach Judd Beck at Missoula Sentinel as one of the better wrestlers in Montana last year.
He's a brawler more than he is a skilled wrestler. I'm talking about the technical attributes that you had at Darryl Burley, whose balance and skill and speed and technique were all there together. When you watch Ruppel, he's just a brawler. He says, "Come here, I want to grab you," and he doesn't have any particular flair style balance, but he gets the job done.
He's a Don McCorkle 190.
Yeah. Come here, he's an aggressive.
Whoops.
And we've repeatedly said he does a lot of aggression off the edge of the mat, too.
Well, and the reason he does that is he waits to hear the whistle.
That's right.
He sees the edge of the mat, and he says, the referee doesn't blow that whistle, and I'm going to stay after you.
Well,
a lot of wrestlers just let up.
Well, in high school, he wrestled every day with their heavyweight, who was a bear, a grizzly bear.
Max Bear, or?
No, a real bear. I mean, you have nobody else.
Wow. Holy moly. What a throw.
Well, there was no problem. It was just something. You okay? You want a second?
There's no problem. He's KO'd. You were right, Larry.
Goodness gracious me.
But the whistle blew when they were into the brown area. And he already had the lock on him.
All right, set it off.
And the drill.
Here you go. Okay.
You
all right?
Right? That's putting the clamps on.
Check the clock.
Check that back with.
And I think
we got something in the truck to give us that.
He's going to get his pipes cleaned here for a few moments over there.
Sandy, my love.
Just
put it up there. Watch this.
Nothing we can do about it.
Here we go. It's in the middle of the mat. Now he gets there.
See, it all starts in the middle of the mat.
He hit it, and as he hit it, they went out of bounds.
Boom.
Hey, that's his floor. It makes everything sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Set it off.
And of course, that noise doesn't.
Here we go.
And at 118, the noise isn't as loud.
Boy, that'll clean out your sinus cavities quick.
Yeah, I had to get a chest cold. You're all right by now. The cold's gone, but your ribs are broken. That was just what we had said. He doesn't look down and say, "Hey, there's the line."
I mean, he's really getting angry. Whoops, and he's on his back. Woo! A great move in there, and Ruppel ended up on his back.
Yep, good counter.
A great counter move by Rodney Wright. I mean, let's look at this one again.
Ruppel goes in,
Ruppel went in, but was low, and Rodney just takes him and
clears the air.
And really, if they hadn't been that close, he would have had some time.
Underhook and hip toss.
what it was.
Ruppel trying to get out in the last 8 seconds here. Does get escape. 2-1. I think that's shook up Matt Ruppel a bit. As Larry mentioned, Rod Wright, fine PIAA wrestler, is no piece of cake here at 140, 190.
Lehigh.
Good battle here.
Lehigh
I still
chooses
think Rod
down.
Wright
You all right?
is still
Let's go then. Come
suffering
on over
from
here.
that
Gets up.
compression of his chest.
This one is a real barn burner.
You think because his liver is hanging out the back of his shirt, he's suffering, do you?
Yeah, I think really he is. He's
what a
reaching
shot
back.
he took.
Tough horse.
They're both a couple of real battlers. Now Ruppel's going to try to get out again. So Ruppel escapes, and it's 2-1. Both of Ruppel's points by escape. One takedown. Rod Wright owns it. And we're all even again. Riding time not a factor.
Work the middle. Work in the middle, wrestlers. Work in the middle. Here we go.
Good job tonight by Fran Michael officiating. I think Marvin's noting of Fran. I think this is one of the better wrestling officiated matches. A lot of good officials, and I think Fran's done a fine job. I think it's the first time we've seen him this season.
Well, I'm looking forward to see our dear personal friend Pascal Perry up at Syracuse. Since he was a former grappler at Syracuse University, won the Easterns there, I trust
Both wrestlers. Here we go.
He will be up there.
Let's go. Neither one is working. Let's go. You're both born. Here we go. Both of them.
I was looking for Spike Israel when I was down in Florida. I went by where he lived, Leland, in that area.
Spike Israel, the most animated official. Nobody calls like Spike.
I was told that he was out refereeing a bout between an alligator and a future recruit. So I didn't get a chance to see him. Actually, I was looking for he went to Stetson down in that area, and I was looking for a little golf match.
Well, when Spike called a fall, you knew it. Like in Cleveland, you knew it. I mean, he really let out a shriek.
There, the two brawler. Here's where he caught him with that leg trip before. Stepped inside.
Question is, where are they going to be? They may end up on Thad's lap. Now, who's on top? Matt Ruppel. 4 seconds to go.
That was strictly a brawl move.
No points. Ruppel getting two.
That was a muscle
5
move.
seconds to go. I'm telling you, these are a couple of horses here.
Good choice.
You know, I looked at that situation and I said that could have been anybody's.
Here's the muscling right here.
I tell you, somebody was going to come out on the bottom of that.
It's up.
They nearly went out, and Ruppel decides I'm going to bring you back in again, and still doesn't have it. Now he does.
I think the only thing saved that from being a 5-point move or maybe a finishing move is the fact that Wright slipped that whizzer in just enough to defer the fall. Otherwise, that's one of those in high school when two heavyweights come out, they bear hug and boom.
That's it.
This is what I was saying about Ruppel likes this third period. He sometimes has had trouble in the early moments.
Well, he had smelled pin last week against Oklahoma State, and for the first time this year, he really enjoyed that 6-pointer. So maybe we can. A pair of 6s would tie the meet, wouldn't it? They're mathematics.
Keep it down. Keep it down.
A pair of 6s would tie the meet.
It's going up behind the back. No, sir. Here we go. Get set. Are you down, Edinboro? Let's go. Here we go.
It's only 18 seconds time advantage in favor of Ruppel with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the third period. Team score 20 for Edinboro, the Fighting Scots, and the Lehigh Engineers with 8. Two wins and a draw so far.
Here they go again. Right near that edge.
Don't slam.
Don't slam. Well, I guess
Get set.
That was a possibility over there near the edge. Oh, it's not easy to slam a 190 that's got like right. He threw in that whizzer, as Marvin said last time, prevented a disaster.
Two-time Pennsylvania State champion at AA for Lakeview.
Oh my, nice move by Matt Ruppel. That was a Lou Fonseca demonstration of how you do it.
Don't slam. Jeez.
I think
that comment was Fran Michaels.
In response to somebody from the crowd that says, make them wrestle. He goes, gee. I mean, what have they been doing? Those two guys are two bears, two bulls. Neither one is stalling. Seven more seconds, and Ruppel will have a time advantage. Point.
I don't think Ruppel's going to have any success in trying to turn this thing.
Well, if he gets that arm out, which he's working on the bar.
Watch that arm. Watch that arm. Watch it. That's going too high up.
Oh, my.
You're going too far up here. Yes, sir.
Coach Turner, you can't see him on the eye.
Here in the back.
He wanted to see that angle personally.
Same
He was
thing.
walking on the map to check that.
Here we go. Get set. Let's go.
Well, it was exactly at 45-90.
Get set.
And it's not so much the angle of the arm, which can't exceed 90. It's sometimes when you pull the arm away from the back, that's the damage.
And that's what happened. Popped away.
Ruppel trying hard to work on this kid. He's got a 2-point lead. And again, forcefully trips him to the mat with 17 seconds left. You see the time. Guaranteed point for time, so with a 4-2 lead.
See, he's trying to get this ball. He has that in his mind. If I can't do it with a time situation, but he's out after that pin.
And so Ruppel will win it by a score of 5-2. And Matt Ruppel ends his dual meet season for Lehigh with a record of 18-3-1.
Shake hands. Good job, gentlemen. You know it was wrong, don't you?
And that's a pretty fair
Your hand was
country
coming
season
back. Oh, okay.
for a freshman. Score is 20 for Edinboro and 11